It is not legal what the realtors are doing. The realtors are being used again to do an illegal act to save the bank money. If it wasn't for you, the realtor is going to have to contact the true owner of this property and take the true owner of the property to court. Where you guys are trying to tell the tenants that they have some kind of a legal right to my property. They have a lease. One thing we've allowed the government to do, the banks to do, is to take us to court in district courts. Do you understand it's federal banks? Federal banks. You should first take a stand and ask them what court are they fighting from? District or federal? I'm sorry, as a realtor, you're going to beat me because you're the Fed. I need you to take this to the federal system.
Well, I don't take anybody to court.
Oh, I know.
I know, the banks do that. The banks do that. But you know what? I don't force people to leave out of their homes.
No, you entice them to leave.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
that's why you're sick.
Well,
They always send the candy to the door. Hi! I'm going to give you $2,500 if you leave quietly and clean.
That's the bait.
Is that okay?
I'll tell you what, it is true though. It does save the bank a lot of money.
Absolutely.
Because see, when the tenants do not accept the cash for keys, which most of them do not, by the way, because they would like to stay in their homes, which is fine. I don't fight them at all. But it saves them a lot of money because when they do deny the cash for keys offer that we give them, they go into the eviction process.
Correct. That's what you want them to do. Take me through the legal eviction process.
Exactly.
Don't try to overstep me and take my property by sending candy to the door.
Well, it's technically not their property. They're just trying to get it out.
So why are you offering them a penny?
Yeah.
You answer me that. If it's technically not their home, why are you even holding any kind of a conversation with them?
Well, this is what I'm told, because I'm new in the market. I just started doing real estate last year, like last October. But,
That's okay.
I had so
Seasoned
many
veterans
questions.
can answer
Huh?
it. Seasoned veterans can answer
Oh no, I'm just telling you what I've been being told.
Yeah.
What I've been being told. Well, since title was turned over to the bank, what the bank does is they want to get rid of the property. Like they want to fix it up and put it back on the market. They just don't want anything to do with the property. And since title was turned over to them, they want the people to leave. And that's pretty much what it is. Don't they hold like the lease now, like the lease agreement and everything? Don't they hold that at all?
Oh, nothing was transferred. No estoppel was done. No.
I have a question.
When the lender took that property back, why wasn't there an estoppel? Have you ever, as a realtor, if you buy a property that is a non-owner occupied, although, by the way, everyone in this room, no matter how many properties you bought them as primary residences too. I know that too. I know you got 10 properties, you as your primary residence in every single one of them. I won't even ask you to put your hands up. I know.
Hold on. What is estoppel?
An estoppel is an agreement that if you are renting my property, you will cease paying any rents to me, and now the rents all go to the bank. They used to have that in their
The
laws.
rents all go to the bank, so the bank holds that lease agreement and it's still valid?
It's still a valid lease.
Okay.
See
That's
how
what I
they're
wanted
getting,
to know.
see how they're getting all around the real laws?
The real
Yes.
thing, the real thing right here is Wells Fargo. Yes, and his argument says that he bought the house. And they sent me a notice. Now I appear as a first seller straight to the Wells Fargo. How did that happen when I was fighting for my property? I just don't see the thing right there.
Right.
Yeah.
So what they didn't do in your case is they didn't give you an ample opportunity to
Right.
find someone to help you fight to protect
Right.
your rights.
And
So that's what your lawsuit would be based upon when we would speak to an attorney.
now they say I was the first seller, and the market now, so I appear as the first seller directly to Wells Fargo, which I never agreed with.
Right. Right.
See,
The same way if you've ever had a posting on your front door, it says to the occupant. It says to the renter, to the tenant. Oh no. I called up the lender right away. The realtor, right away. As soon as you fax that to my office and I tell the realtor this, hi, it's Renee, take us to court. Thanks.
You know what
Every
also
time.
too- You know what also too, like during the eviction process, to stop the eviction process, you file for bankruptcy.
You know what though, the lenders have gotten around that, it's called a stay. If you file for a bankruptcy without having someone protecting your rights, the lender's gonna get your house in 30 days because it's called a immediate relief of stay. Is what the lenders will send you, and you don't know what that relief of stay is because you've never heard those terms. A relief of stay is the bank asking for the judge, the bankruptcy federal judge, feds, fed bank, fed judge, to let me out of this bankruptcy predicament so I can take my house from the owners.
Yes.
And the judge in the bankruptcy court signs a little paper that gives them a right to not participate in the bankruptcy. That's how people lose their houses during the bankruptcy proceedings.
I have this one guy, it's already rental property, he's living in the house, it's his own, it's not tenant occupied. It's
Good
his
for
own house.
him!
But, because my boss, oh God, well, I don't deal with the bank-owned properties, it's not mine for me to take care of, I just work for this person who does REO. But what he does is he just keeps filing for bankruptcy over and over again.
Somebody's gonna put him in jail.
Somebody's gonna put him in jail?
Yeah.
We didn't
You
know
can't
that.
abuse the system like that.
Well, he did it. He already did it like 3 times. And every time, you know, when he files for bankruptcy, it stops the eviction process. And he can't leave and we can't get in and take care of the property like we're told to do.
Give him my number and I'll give him an easier headache. Yes.
On the bankruptcy, what she was saying, we've had that to happen to us
Mhm.
a couple of times. And what happens, the act of filing bankruptcy is what they do. They get into the process and they mitigate the terms and they don't proceed with the bankruptcy. Therefore, they go back again and file again. Right. It's dismissed, but they're just using it as a tactic.
Yeah.
They're not actually.
Why take a
doing the
chance on
bankruptcy
going to
process.
jail for messing with the federal
Right.
system?
Right.
Okay? The federal judges are knowing and they're getting very angry because they know everyone is actually bombarding their system because they don't know how else to save their home.
Right.
Okay? That's one reason why we're trying to do the education portion to let you know that there's other alternative means to saving your home. Yes.
I have a trustee sale date on February 27, and you know, before that, they give me notification, but this is a rental property, but then they're asking me 42,000.
Yeah.
And I told them, can we go on forbearance, like, you know, putting that, you know, whatever I owe, putting at the end of the loan, and then give a forbearance period, you know. They didn't give me a chance, that's Provident Bank. That's the one that I, you know. Now the tenants are scared, just like what they're saying right now. They're scared because they are there, and I told them not to leave, is that, because see, nobody has